This is a video for Hunter x Hunter episode 112, 113, 114, and 115. Click in the link in the description below to go watch my reaction to it, and then come back here to see my full thoughts, ideas, and theories, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go for. It's one of those things where I'm just going to keep talking and get everything off my mind, because I just got done watching it, even though lighting-wise it might not seem that way. I opened my curtain just now. So... yeah, click away now or be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay, so, yeah, for those of you wondering why I recorded the episode in the dark, is because it is really extremely hot outside, and the sun was beating down on my window, so I closed my curtains so that way the light doesn't, like, beat into the window and heat up the room even more so, kind of thing. So I have blackout curtains. After I was done with the recording and everything, the sun went away, so I was able to open my curtains and push some air in and out, kind of thing, to cool the room down a bit. So that's why it's lighter now. Anyways, these episodes are pretty freaking hype. I love the whole aspect of watching, you know, I guess just three fights, but it's right now it's four, because when Gon and Killua entered that room with the girl, it became four fights. But yeah, we had the fight with the butterfly guy. Okay, real quick, let me try to see if I can find that picture again that Tri sent me a while back. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to find it, but yeah, all the plan's going sort of according to plan. There's a couple detours, but they seem to be working out so far. It's gonna be interesting to see if it holds up, right? Like, cause like they've been planning this thing for like a long time now, and now they're differing from it. So it's gonna be really interesting to see if these like slight alterations and like plan of attack situations affect like the main outcome of the story. Like one of which was Killua. Killua actually left Gon for a couple of seconds. I mean, they're grouped up now, but Gon left Killua for a couple. Or no, sorry, Killua left Gon for a couple of seconds to go help. What's his name again? Damn it, wrong thing. I need some easier system. Okay, Ecaligo. There's an octopus guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go save him because he was in trouble, or he was gonna be in trouble. So yeah, I'm still trying to. I'm going back so far in the logs trying to find this picture. There it is. Okay. Okay. So this picture doesn't have everybody, so that's gonna be an issue. But we do have a bit of them. So okay. I'm gonna use this to the best of my ability. Okay, so yeah, we have Knuckle and Shoot. They're up against the big dude, basically the morphing guy, who apparently his like abilities or whatever his like animal traits are all magical beings, which is like interesting. I don't think what I don't. It's like a vague term, right? Because like in this realm or this world. Not sure what that means. Like, we have to, like, see the beasts in order for them to understand why they're magical to some sense. But I don't know. And we probably, I guess, maybe seen some, like, those shapeshifter dudes, right? Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's what Knuckle and Shoot are doing now. Shoot is hardcore freaking damaged, and he's literally on the, like, leaning over the fence of death, right? Like, he's just, like, trying not to pass out, because if he does pass out, it leaves Knuckle for even more work to manage, because he's soloing right now, or he's running away, but he's soloing the big dude, the Royal Guard. So it's going to be interesting to see how that fight turns out, basically. And then Moral, or Morel, I can't remember how to pronounce that. He is currently fighting Pof. Pouf. Yes. Why is it I don't know how to pronounce them? Like I know that I can see the name, but I just don't know how to pronounce the names. I think it's Pof. Pof. I think Pof. Um, anyways, Morel is fighting Pof up on top of the, or no, he's in the royal chambers right now. Yeah, because he went there to go get the king, and the king wasn't there because the king went to go help the girl. Um, so, and then he had like a big kind of moment of like emotions just like flowing out of him, literally. Um, I I half expected him to mutate like the others did in this situation to aid him in his objective, right? But instead, he just kind of had a fit, and then he was like, "All right, let's do this," kind of thing, and just turned around. That's where Moral was, or Morel. I feel like Morel sounds way better than Moral. I don't know. Anyways, the smoking dude. Um, so he's there, made like a jail cell of smoke, and then Poof's scales of his butterfly wings seems to be mixing with that smoke in the jail, um, but also it's used to help him out determine what the status is or whatever we want to call it of Morel's like aura, like his nen, right? Like he's like just nen around his body. He's like his scales kind of go and like almost like attached to it and like kind of color a different shade depending on like his mood and that kind of thing. So, or I guess like three stats or like three like status effects that he can like kind of see, glint at whatever. Um, so that's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm not sure quite yet if Morel has the strength to fight him himself. I mean, he might. He's got a lot of skill and like a lot of good trade skills and all this kind of stuff backing him. So stands to reason he could probably take hold his own. But we'll have to wait and find out. That's for sure. Um, sorry, I'm putting this over here so that way I can have those names a little bit of a better area. Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure I had all that good to go. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah, so we have Knuckle and Shoe, we have Morel and versus Poof. We saw Chidu, or Chitu. He was in the back room. I guess it was a barracks or something like that. Like it was some kind of like bit where the ants kind of go to. I don't know. I don't think they explain it too well about what goes on there. I just know he was back there. Like there was like two rooms, right? And like Chidu and the crab guy was in both rooms, and they opened the door simultaneously to go out because like the commotion outside, basically. Um, and the freaking wolf guy just like is so like Jesus. He's like conspiracy nut kind of like person. He's assumptions galore about like what's going on and what's happening. I mean, some of them are right, but like a lot of them are sure to be wrong, or that we know is wrong. Like the crab guy is definitely not on our side, kind of thing, but he thinks so. Anyways, yeah. So Gon and Killua are currently going after P2, who is repairing the girl. And the old man, the Grandmaster, the hunter person, the guy, old man, he and the king are going off together with the help of Killua's grandpa's ability, the dragon thing. I'm assuming to go off to like a secluded area where they can like go all out and not have to worry about any casualties. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. And the king looked pissed when he first saw him. Like his whole face was just black, and he was just like giving off like a death aura. Like even P2 was like super freaking worried about it. Um, so that's gonna be exciting to see what happens there. Um, Definitely, 100%. I want to see that fight. I hope we get to see that fight. See, that's the thing. I always have this vague kind of in the back of my mind. I'm like, these fights are going to be so cool, but the show will never show the full fights. They'll show like the cliff notes or kind of thing like that. So I hope they show this full fights, like an episode worth of fighting with the king. Definitely get. It needs to be at least an episode with the king, like fighting him. Um, P2 definitely needs to have a whole episode dedicated to that fight. Um, like so far they kind of been jumping around basically, but Knuckle and Shoot's kind of fight with the big dude. That was sort of like a couple episodes. I mean, I guess all four of these episodes had him in it, like in the fight wise. But they kept jumping around to kind of show stuff that's happening at the same time as this fight, right? Because they keep jumping to different points in the castle or the palace, and showing us what's happening, every little bit of the way. And they keep jumping back to that fight and like progressing a little bit and then jumping away and then jumping back and progressing a little bit, jumping away, jumping back kind of thing. And I love that because they're slow-moing everything to like seconds, right? Like out of 4 episodes, I think Knuckles said it was like 10 seconds past, right? Like out of 4 seconds, like small amount of stuff happened like within that like 4 episodes. We jumped around a bit, and we had a lot of inner monologue thoughts, like what people are thinking, what their plan is, what they're able to do, who's fighting who, who's going where, kind of thing. And like it's not slow by any means. It does not feel slow. It feels like intense because there's so much things happening all at once, and the creators want you to realize all of this stuff is going down at the same time. I almost half want to see, like, not half want. I do fully want to see, like, the moment midnight strikes, right, where the whole thing kicks off. I want to see like a zoomed out version, of that main room of like the 10 seconds that happened, right? Like I want to see like the ding like to midnight, them popping through, running up, the guy growing arms, and then guy punching him to like push him to the side, and then like a bunch of fighting, and then like the stairs collapse and like they're like running. I would love to see that all like within like the 10-second plus span, like that has played out, right? Like these 4 episodes have been like like I said, slow motion, like all this kind of stuff, like Killua and Gon like run down the hallway and everything, and then like little bits in here there were like real time kind of thing, like but it kind of jumps back to real time, jumps backwards in time to show what the character saw in real time, and then goes back to like the present kind of thing, like with the wolf guy seeing Killua down the hallway. That's another thing I want to see. I would love to see Killua's speed, or like from a zoomed out point of view of him running in, um, grabbing the yo-yos, flinging them at the guys' heads, and then bringing them back, hardening his hands, puncturing both bodies, sliding to stop, turn around, and then book it back before the bodies even like fall down. I would love to see just all of this kind of stuff, that like incredible freaking speed and like what is happening kind of the stuff. I would love to see like a full fight of like a full like real time, right? Like not slow motion, real time of the whole freaking thing. It would be so much fun to see that. Um, I wonder if there is a way to use all the footage like on these episodes, and um, split them up for like the fight to fight, right? Like with the big dude, with Knuckle and Shoot, when like the whole fight with like them and everything got, and at midnight, right? Like the whole fight, all the scenes with him, take them all, put them in sequence of order of like what happened, and speed up the clips to make it look like real time, and see what it looks like, right? Because obviously it's gonna be like crazy because everyone's like running around like really quickly, But that's what's happening, right? Like in real time, everyone's just spinning around, doing like all this like weird like maneuvers and crap. I would love that. I would love more than anything to see a real time view of all these fights. Um, but yes, it's gonna be freaking awesome to see what happens next. I want to see all these fights legit, um, like beginning, middle, end, everything. I want to see more of the king more than anything. P2 and Gon, 100%. I want to see that fight. Poof, not so much. I don't really care for him too much. I can have cliff notes on. I will understand cliff notes on him because he's just kind of like, to me, meh. Like he's just like, well, he's a royal guard, like not to be trusted for sure, or underestimated. But he's not really like important, really. Like I think out of all the royal guards, he's the most emotional, definitely, because like uh, he cares for the king more than anything, and he wants to protect the king more than anything, right? Like he's like his emotional attachment to the king. Pichu had a moment of emotions when she saw him and the girl holding the girl in his hands, and they dropped her to heal her, kind of thing. Pichu had a moment of like clarity, or not clarity, a moment of emotions with that. Yeah. So next, I definitely will see the, or hopefully we see, right, the fight with Pichu and Gon and Killua. It's definitely going to be like next group of 4 episodes. There's no way they're going to like stall on that, right? Because that's been leading up so freaking much. And the thumbnail for this video is my favorite moment when Gon's like in rage mode when he first sees Pichu. Um, it's gonna be freaking intense. Like I said in my reaction to you, I'm wondering if he's gonna be so hell bent on revenge that he doesn't even see the girl there, um, and goes into attack like that, and Pichu has to stop the surgery or stop the whole procedure, and she dies, or is hurt in the process, or something like that, or she stops him, says like, "Hold on a second, let me repair this girl, and then we'll fight," kind of thing. I don't know. But that's something going to be like in the next group episodes. Poof and Morel definitely. Knuckle versus the big dude. Shoot, I believe is out of the thing right now. He's just trying to stay conscious or stay awake. Jesus. So yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome. And then Palm, Octopus Buddy, Ecologo, is now looking for Palm underground. We still have no idea, no idea what has happened to Palm, at all. Literally nothing. We have nothing, not a single bit of information after we saw her next to the stairs when she first felt P2's presence. I feel like in the long run, P2 did something to Palm. Once, because like P2's aura is like the one that like is supposed to find people like of like importance, right? That's why Palm was underground for so long because she wanted to hide from P2. So when P2 was off healing up the king and everything, and her aura was gone, the moment it came back, right, like when Poof's aura went away because he doesn't need to be looking out anymore, and P2's aura came back in like a vengeance kind of thing. I'm wondering if P2 saw Palm or felt Palm or whatever in that moment, and then dealt with her there, and then maybe is converting her or killed her, something, right? I feel like P2 did something to the Palm, and we have just yet to find the body or find her, right? Like I'm not sure. No idea. I have no. I have no solid evidence, right? There's no evidence to support any theory. It's because like last time we saw her, she was by the stairs and she felt Peachy's presence, and then some kind of like, mind, like Palm being like so scared kind of bit, and then that's it. That's all we know. That's all we know. Literally all we know, and we know that the human guy, the guy in charge of the country, on the king's behalf, he doesn't know where Palm is. the wolf guy doesn't know where Palm is. I feel like there's a couple other people that have said something in the palace about not seeing Palm at all. I feel like it's just those two though, the human and the wolf guy. But yeah, I hope she's okay. I feel like to some degree she might have ran back downstairs in time, and she's hiding down there with the other girls, like protecting them, helping them, whatever. Using her orb thing to keep in touch with what's happening, something. But yeah, the big thing is she's not contact the group. She has not yet contacted the group. She's gone dark basically. And that's a big question now, is where's Palm at? So I hope Palm is fine. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, I think that's all. Everything. I think it's everything. If I missed anything and you guys want my opinion on something, please let me know down below in the comments below. No spoilers, no hinting, no nothing at future content, please. If you do spoil or hint at future content, your comment will be removed, and I will not read your comment. So make sure, in order to, if you want to talk to me, no spoilers, no hints at future content, no bits like, oh, I can't wait until you get to this episode. That's hinting. Don't hint at anything. If you hint at something like that, like, oh, I can't wait until you get to episode 108, right? I could already watch 108, but that's just the number. I can't wait till you get to 108. You're hinting at 108 being a big moment in the story, right? So don't do that, because then it overhypes the episode. So I know you're hyped. I am hyped too. Contain it. Just calm down. I want to be blind to everything. I want to go into everything not knowing a single damn thing, and seeing what happens. So please, no spoilers, no hinting, no nothing. If you see somebody in the comments spoiling, comment on the video saying, don't do that. The mods will deal with it and everything like that. But they need to know why their comment was removed. A lot of times, the comments are just removed off like out of nowhere with no context. So if you do see someone spoiling or hinting at something like that, just blast their comment with like, don't spoil, no nothing, nothing like that. And it should help the whole. It should, I don't know. It should help to some degree for people not knowing my whole philosophy on staying blind. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if I missed anything that you guys want me to talk about, let me know down below in the comments below, and I will definitely 100% talk with you guys down there. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Join your Discord if you want to join us on Discord. We have about 200 plus members, and it's very active and friendly. So if you want to join us on Discord, you're feel free to do so. Jesus Christ. Links to the Discord and everything like that in the comments below as well, or in the description below as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for 4 more episodes of Hunter x Hunter. Thank you, everybody.